Alright guys, welcome back for another episode, and today we're going to be handling the CSF cooling pack. In a little bit, Adam's going to be taking part the front end, taking off the bumper, getting everything taken off from the old parts, and we are going to be doing the CSF cooling pack. We definitely want to thank CSF for participating in this E92 M3 giveaway. This is going to allow you guys that want to take it to the track to take it to the next level where your car is being sufficiently cooled, especially in those hot summer months too. If you guys didn't see the previous videos, we installed the AST coilers onto the E92. It is making the car look absolutely incredible. But today we're going to be talking about the CSF cooling pack. All right, Sean, one of our partners for the E92 giveaway is CSF. CSF is known for their cooling, right? In a lot of our events that we do, they're the official cooling sponsor at the Invasions. And Adam has already installed probably about 75% of the cooling package. Could you tell us a little bit more about it, the ones that are unfamiliar, about what the performance is, the benefits?
Yeah, so this is the full suite of the CSF. This is the full CSF cooling package suite. So it's an upgraded radiator, it's an upgraded oil cooler, it's an upgraded transmission cooler, and it's also an upgraded power steering cooler. And again, this is another type setup that's plug and play with factory. So factory type fittings for installation. It has a larger actual size, and it has a plated setup, so it's a more efficient cooling. It's a larger capacity, so you have more fluid, so the car runs cooler. And anybody that's gonna take the cars on really spirited drives or go to the track, this is a must for them in all of these factors, especially transmission and power steering, because that's a lot of the stuff that overheats and you have overflow and you have issues on the track. So again, a lot of these cars that we do restoration on here at PSI, we go with this package because again, it's plug and play. You don't have to cut things to make it work. It fits, it works every time, and it has a lifetime warranty from CSF.
And that's one of the best things, because I know a lot of you guys do like to go to Mexico sometimes. And if you're pushing your car to the limit, especially when you live in a hot climate, you would definitely want to change your cooling pack, because we all know sometimes OEM stuff are not the best and things do fail.
Yeah, and grouping mods together is another thing I brought up. You know, this time we have the whole bumper off the car. We had the whole top of the car off because we were doing the valve cover. So it's a good time to get access to get all of this stuff done at one time and save on the labor. So it's another kind of package thing you can do along with the E-Venturi stuff, along with the NRW valve covers, and kind of get in there that one time a year and do all of this preventative maintenance and these upgrades all at once. It's kind of a cool package on this car.
Yeah, and we definitely want to thank the team over at CSF for sending this over. Somebody that's going to get this car, maybe it could be you guys that's watching this, it's going to be very lucky because this is going to be done to our spec, right? And also something that you would do for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we did this same suite on our E91 project that we built. It's really the best you can get for everything, like plug and play, no modification to install it. So it's the best out there, and it's going to be amazing on the giveaway car and whoever wins.
Yeah, so we'll let Adam continue with this and then continue for the rest of the videos. So there's a lot of content going on, and you'll see a lot on this channel. So stay tuned, guys. So Adam, we were talking about the valve covers, right? We're changing the valve covers because NRW, they sponsored a valve covers for this car, and we also paint matched it to Melbourne Red to give it that extra spice. But also too, you were looking at this whole area and there was leaking.
Yeah. NRW thankfully came out with their design of valve covers, which are aluminum, versus the stock ones, which are magnesium, and they have a coating on them. And the coating on these, on the stock valve covers, fails. It can either fail on the outside, and it kind of makes it look bad, and it can also fail on the inside. Whenever it fails on the inside, it gets in, goes through the motor, which is never a good thing. But on this one here, you can see the PCV valves actually were the ones that were leaking. Typically, they just leak on the valve cover gasket itself, but this car, they had them leaking on the PCV, which is typical signs of whenever, you can see back here, where the coating actually started to come apart, which causes that leak.
And this is a common occurrence, right? It's not just because of this one car, but this is a common issue with these E9x M3s, right?
It is.
And sure, you can replace it back to OEM, but you're going to have the same problem.
Yep, you can still get, and we still do have people that do OEM valve covers, but typically, you know, somebody that's going to keep the car, even an enthusiast that kind of just wants to make it, give it a little bit extra pop underneath the hood, they'll usually do the NRWs with the whatever custom color they want to do.
Yeah. So again, we're taking care of that aesthetic problem, right? Because it doesn't look as good, and we're also correcting the issue where it could and did leak, right? So we're making sure that that's all done. So stay tuned. There's gonna be so much more footage. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and Adam is working his magic.
Trying to.
Adam has installed the valve covers. As you saw earlier, also from Adam's explanation, sometimes these valve covers leak, right? And good thing that we do have the new NRW ones. But again, this car is coming along. I know it looks like it's in pieces now because we have the CSF cooling pack going in, and there's so many other things that are going to be involved with this car. All right, so as we're going through this process of building this E92 M3, I'm actually blown away. Between the support from the vendors, the support from the community, this car is going to be epic. This is going to be the beginning of somebody else's Every Buzz's story, right? The build starts here, but it's going to end where you guys are at. So it's insane.